Hi, I'm Don Mario, the laser coach, and I'm at Venus Medical Solutions in Pflugerville, Texas, which is just north of Austin. And I'm with Lorenzo Flowers, who's the operations manager here. And I wanted to ask you, since you work on all kinds of lasers, and this is an issue with a lot of people that buy this kind of equipment, is what do you think are the most important things that somebody needs to think about when they need service for their laser? So what would you, any advice?
Basically, of course, the key to all lasers is to maintain your maintenance. Follow your manufacturer's requirements for maintaining your system, which is a yearly maintenance on some machines, and some of them they're going to be twice a year, depending on the machine that you have. But follow those guidelines strictly is the key to keeping your machine's life. But beside that, whenever you need to call and talk to a service person about what's going on with your machine, a couple of key things to know is what is the error code. Try to be clear about what exactly is the machine doing or not doing, and that will help whoever the service tech is diagnose your machine a lot better over the phone, which is in most cases that's where the service call starts at. Beyond that, you can always do simple things: check your water, make sure your water levels are good. I've seen a lot of times where people might accidentally press on the emergency stop button and not know it. Make sure you check those things, turn it off. Simple things like that will help you in some cases. Look for water leaks. Water leaks are notorious for older machines just because the tubing tends to dry rot, and so just plan on that. I would also say any machine that you buy that's over 5 years old, plan on some cost. I would set aside some cost for maintenance for that machine each year. And the reason why I say that is because I've talked to a lot of clients who want to replace their older machines, and in reality, they're only spending somewhere between $12,000 to $5,000 a year, if that much, to repair that machine. Whereas to buy a new machine, you may spend $30,000, So to make up that cost, there's something to think about. And I just say give those things some thought when calling the service guy as to whether you want to replace it or get another machine.
Do you find it helpful to do Facetime calls with customers where they could kind of show you what's going on with the laser? And
that FaceTime calls are helpful. For me, unfortunately, I have an Android, and everybody uses the iPhone, so I don't get a chance to do it. But for those of us here at Venus, we're pretty well acquainted with all the machines, so I can basically walk you through doing anything on any machine without actually seeing you do it. And then the other thing I do is, if it becomes too difficult, take pictures. Pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Okay. What all brands of lasers do you guys work on? I mean, you've got a variety here. You've got the Cyton, which is have been notorious in the past for being difficult to work on.
Right.
And you've got Cutera, you got Candela, so you guys work on all kinds of lasers?
Yeah, we do, and especially for the Cyton, I want to say we do have a EE in-house. That has helped us to reverse engineer a lot of the things that go on with the Cyton. So we have schematics for them. So we're going to have a little bit more information about how to service the individual components on a Cyton that you may not find with many other service companies. For the Cutera, I've been working on those myself for years. Just a side note, I've been in this industry since '95. So I've seen just about every problem, every machine you can come across for those machines that we work on. We basically work on the aesthetic machines, your diodes, your YAGs, your IPOs. There isn't a machine that we can't work on so long as it's not a software issue, because some of the newer machines, and be careful about this, a manufacturer will come out and they want to upgrade your software on your new machine. And in doing so, what they're basically doing is keeping a third-party company from being able to access that software where they could originally access it. Well, that means now you have to go to the manufacturer for a software issue. Be that as it may, if you have a hardware problem, most cases we can always solve your hardware problems without a problem.
And that is a real issue with some of these companies are notorious about trying to keep third-party companies like this from working on the lasers. Right. And I've known some that put rotating locking codes in there, and Lorenzo says it changed the software and all this kind of stuff, so you got to be careful about that.
Right,
so
right.
Anyway, well, that's great. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
All right.